Welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. David Shuster here. So pleased to be joined by our own Cliff Schecter. Cliff, welcome to the program. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Cliff, I want to ask you about get your reaction to Hillary Clinton's testimony on Benghazi. Clinton was there because of some misstatements early on from the Obama administration about what happened when those 4 U.S. diplomats were killed. Here's her being questioned by Ron Johnson, a Republican senator from Wisconsin. Listen.
Again, we were misled that there was supposedly protests and then something sprang out of that, an assault sprang out of that. And that was easily ascertained that that was not the fact. And the American people could have known that within days, and they didn't know that.
With all due respect, the fact is we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator.
Cliff, your reaction to that?
I mean, obviously that was a great comeback by Secretary Clinton. You know, Ron Johnson is what he is. He's sort of the example of what happened in 2010. Let's call it the toolification of our electoral process, where we had a whole lot of tools who have no business being in higher office, like Ron Johnson. Wisconsin had an especially bad case with him and Scott Walker. Throughout the Midwest, we were all saddled with these guys that are, you know, meant to be low-level bureaucrats at best, and we've got them running our states. You know, Ron Johnson doesn't know what he's talking about. He's clueless on everything else. He's clueless on anything I've seen him discuss. And so it was nice to see her answer him, and answer him with a retort that he deserved, quite frankly. And I think she stood up and made an important point. This was a terrible tragedy. Americans were killed, but what Republicans like Johnson and Rand Paul are trying to turn this into, you know, not proportional to what actually happened.
And you mentioned Rand Paul. He said that if he were president, and God forbid that should ever happen, but Rand Paul said that if he were president, he would have fired Hillary Clinton. What do you make of what Rand Paul is up to?
Well, in his defense, it's really hard to think with that raccoon on his head that he calls hair. But if we're going to actually analyze what he said, you know, yeah, he's putting himself in the position of president. What, he's been there for 2 years. Another guy like Ron Johnson that we're now suffering through, who hates all government programs, doesn't think African Americans should be able to sit at lunch counters with him, or the government should be able to enforce that. However, when he was asked about why he accepts Medicare dollars for his medical practice, it's because doctors need to make a good living too. That's the kind of intelligent genius we're dealing with here. So I don't really take much Rand Paul says seriously. And if the Republicans want to nominate Rand Paul, the guy who's as crazy as his dad without any of the old crazy Uncle Charm, they want to nominate him for president and go right ahead. I mean, it was obvious he was running for president against Hillary, and the attacks he was throwing at her, how he would have, you know, it came off to me as sexist, it came off as condescending, and that's Rand Paul.